tasted flavor like this before.
So welcome back to AmbitionZ VapeR. What up, guys? I got a review for you on the Apocalypse RDA Generation 1 and Generation 2. We're going to compare these two neck and neck, see what the differences are. We're also going to compare it to the Goon RDA as well, because I guess this is called the Goon Killer. Let's take a look at it. So these were sent to me from Ariel over at Blown Out VapeR for the purpose of this review. Thank you very much, Ariel, on sending these bad boys my way for review. It's not going to change my opinion of either of these RDAs. A lot of people are calling this RDA the Goon Killer, okay? He came out with the Generation 1, which is this one, okay? You can't tell the difference between the Generation 1 and the Generation 2 by just looking at it, okay? It's the deck. It's mostly the deck that is different between these two RDAs. All right, so what we're going to do in this review, guys, is we're going to dive down. We're going to take a look at both of these. I'm going to compare them up neck and neck, show you the differences between the two. Okay, give you the specifications when we dive down. Throw a build in both of these, wick up both of these, and then we're going to come back up top. We're going to vape on them, talk on them, pros and cons, final thoughts, and we're also going to compare these to the Goon. The Goon 24mm, okay? And let you know if it is the Goon Killer. Sit back, relax, grab a vape. See you guys in a minute. That's the Gen 2 packaging. They come in these nice felt, just like the Goon. These are the packages that they come in. This one's got the Apocalypse, beautiful logo on it. And this one is just blank. This is the Gen 2, that's the Gen 1. It has it on one side. So you're going to get your RDA in there, all right? And what it comes with is 2 additional flathead grub screws and a few O-rings. That's what comes with the Gen 1. You're going to get the Gen 2 RDA, okay? And what comes with the Gen 2 is a 2 different color grub screws. That's kind of weird. I don't know why they're 2 different colors, but you're going to get a blue screwdriver. All right, some O-rings. So you get colored grub screws in a blue screwdriver versus the regular flathead grub screws in just O-rings. So this is the Gen 1, this is the Gen 2. Alrighty. I've also heard that the Goon drip tips also fit on this as well. We're going to test that out after we go over this, all right? So you can get the heat treated, which is this one. Both are compatible, like the AFC rings and whatnot are compatible with Gen 1 and Gen 2. So if you already bought the Gen 1 and you want the Gen 2, you can get a different color and you can use, they're compatible with each other, all right? So the 24mm in diameter, first of all. It's a 21mm build deck on the Gen 2. We're going to find out, you know, there's not a lot of specs on the Gen 1. 4mm deep juice well on the Gen 2. 13mm of total wire space under clamps. That is a lot of clamp space, guys. Positive post is insulated with peak insulator. Drip tip size will fit any 12.4mm drip tip. Common size of all Goon tips, like I said. 5mm airflow and control is made in a teardrop configuration. That's a fatter drip tip than that one. All gold-plated decks are on the Gen 2 versus the Gen 1. Serialized, and the Gen 1 is not serialized. Beautiful design on these, man. That Apocalypse symbol is just stellar. Nice and clean on the bottom, so you don't have to scratch up your mod and whatnot. Beautiful threads. A nice gold-plated 510. I don't know what's under it. Maybe it's stainless steel. 4mm juice airflow holes on this. This is the heat treated. This thing is fucking sick, guys. I must say. Beautiful design. There's definitely etchings in that. It feels kind of deep. All right, so I don't think that's going to wear off or anything anytime soon. Heatsink fins up top. And then you have apocalypse on that side, man. That heat treat is just ill. That's the only word that comes to mind. All right, and then that's the airflow. Now, I've noticed that the tolerance to the airflow control on the Gen 1 is a lot easier to turn than the Gen 2. The diameter of the drip tip is 9.57 millimeters in diameter on the inside. It's 24 millimeters, no doubt. No serialized on the bottom or anything, okay? So that's the teardrop configuration airflow, all right? You can have it wide open, right? And then you can turn it. And you can have it, I mean, you can really have it like probably almost mouth to lung. Then you just keep turning. Nice tolerance on this one. That's wide open. Teardrop. Whatever you do to one side, will do to the other. All right. Even heat treated inside of that as well, man. That's fucking nice, bro. I wish that, you know, me just being conical design, I love conical designs. I just wish that was conical a little bit. It doesn't hurt. You know, you guys know me and my conical designs. There's one O-ring that holds it on to the AFC ring. Okay. And then nice tolerance to the drip tip. It's press-fitted drip tip. It's Delrin. All right. And then there's a clear O-ring inside of that, just like the Goon. Okay. That holds that into place. Then we got the AFC ring. Pop that baby off. You guys have seen the AFC ring. All right. They smelt a little bit like machine oil when it first came. Not a big deal. There's that lip there. All right. So that's definitely, you know, you want to make sure that that's going on the deck. You know, you don't, it's to stop it so it doesn't just fly through. If you did it the other way, upside down, you know, you can't. Really smart design. So that when that little notch comes up, that's thicker up top, but it's wider on the bottom. So you can't even put it on upside down. You have to put it on the right way. All right. Nice tolerance to it. Deck. All right. Crazy. Peak insulator on the Gen 1. Peak insulator on the Gen 2. All right. 21 millimeter build deck. All right. I mean, that's a beautiful, gorgeous, deep juice well as well. That's the size of the Gen 1's grub screw. All right. All right, good threads inside of those post holes. There's no burrs or anything. There's a couple like little lines and shit, but that's fine. That's about is, I mean, I feel like this one's a little less shorter because I feel like that's going to come out. See how it's loose like that? But then these little notches down below. You see those little 2 notches on each one? You know, that's to help the wire, you know, get trapped. I wish these were maybe beveled. I mean, you can get, you know, you'd put one lead on this side, and then that coil would go on this side, and then the other lead would go on this side, and then that one would go over here. But that's the Gen 1, all right? There's only 4 pieces to the RDA. I like that. I like to get it up nice and close for you so you can really see. All right, it's etched in pretty nice. This is the gold. So you got the same airflow, 4 millimeters on each side. Okay, you got the same exact airflow. All right, these are both compatible. A chuff top here. Let's see if there's a difference in size on this one. Yeah. 10.5, and that one, the other one was like 9 point something, so this might be a millimeter thicker. Okay, and this has a tighter tolerance as well. Same teardrop configuration. It has the same on the back and on the front. Got a nice gold plated deck. All right, serial number on this one, 64. The other one was not serial numbered on the bottom. It's etched in, so it will not scratch the mod. Okay, nice threads. Nice protruding 510 pin. Teardrop, 1 O-ring. No difference there. Not bad machining. Not a lot of machine oil. Definitely clean them out with salt water or whatnot. But that's looking really clean, I must say. Nice and thick. It feels hefty. It feels like quality. It doesn't feel light. It doesn't feel cheap by any means. Okay? Heatsink fins on this one as well. Tighter O-rings on the Gen 2 versus the Gen 1. So that could be a pro or a con. That could really make you guys' decision. Nice thick piece of metal. Alright. I definitely like the gold as well as the heat treated. See, it looks like to me the yep, same thickness. Okay. Now this is the Gen 2 deck. Alright. It's 24 karat gold plated. Very nice job on the machining, I must say. It's very clean looking. It's definitely a different design on the way the clamping system works. Peak insulator, stainless steel screws, and then you get the different colored screws here. Maybe that's in case you want to keep it matching with the heat treated, because it is blue and purple, so that would kind of make sense and give it kind of a nice look, you know. Or maybe you could use those in the Gen, you know. I think those might be titanium screws. 2 O-rings on the deck, okay. There's 2 O-rings on the deck on the V1, Gen 1, Gen 2, V1, V2. I'm just going to call it the V2 because I'm used to that. Same depth, okay. There's definitely the same depth, 4mm juice well. Yup, that's open. Holy shnikes. I can get the whole screwdriver in there. That opens up. Oh my, are you kidding me? Dude, you don't need to have any more than that, bro. Look at that. They're beefier screws, number 1. Okay, they're beefier clamps that are on the screw. See how thin that one is versus that one? He beveled the clamps on the V2. See that little color variation on the bottom of the clamp? That's beveled. Which is very smart, because I would have the first con I would have had was you didn't bevel the clamps. It's going to open up for you when you put the lead in. We're going to do a build on both of these, so we're going to find out. Bigger post holes, 24 karat gold plated deck, bigger screws, beefier screws. Well, I don't think you're going to have a problem putting any build in either of these RDAs. Serialized versus non-serialized. Holy shnikes. You got plenty of build room. Definitely interchangeable. Chaos coils. He makes really, really nice coils. You can find them at chaosvaporware.com. He makes a bunch of different coils. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, eBay. Chaos Vaporware LLC, chaosvaporware.com. He makes some pretty nice coils, dude, I must say. Some alien Claptons, staggered fuse Claptons, really anything. And if he can make it, you can request them as well. He does more wraps. Pay attention to detail on these, but let me try to get them closer for you. The wraps are kind of a little bit more spaced out. See that? This coil seems a little bit not as even. See that little space in there? You know, something small, but, you know, just want to mention it. I got James Mucklin on the left, and I got his coil on the right. And, you know, they look more even, less wraps. They look a little wider. So, maybe this is less than 28 gauge. I'm not really sure, but you know, I want to compare these two because see that? It's one less wrap. I'm putting the Chaos coils in this one. I want to put James Mucklin in the other one. James Mucklin 2636 N80 Aliens 0.11.
Purchase your tracks today.
Say that the thrill is gone, baby. Just don't go away. You know that you've done me wrong. Custom.
Kendall Vape Cotton, like usual, squad.
Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today.
I'm gonna put my Yogurt Man, Hometown Vapes Yogurt Man. It's a strawberry yogurt parfait. It's a 75-25, not a 70-30. Made in the USA, baby. You know me. I'm gonna juice these up, and then we'll see you back up top. All right, we'll vape on them, talk on them, pros and cons, final thoughts. If a mugger stole my book bag, would I go out and buy these? Let you know which one I prefer better, and give you my final thoughts on these, and let you know how much they are. All right, see you guys in a minute, and also compare it to the Goon. You have that teardrop configuration like I showed you down low to adjust the airflow. You can get this shit mad constrictive, mad restrictive, or really nice and airy, but it's not too airy. 4mm air holes is a nice draw wide open. I like it with a little restrictiveness, like I have it on these. All right, but what I'm going to do for you guys is, this is the gold one I have is the version 2, and the heat treated is the version 1. All right, all of these pots are compatible with each other. The version 2 Apocalypse, wide open, and I got the version 1 with 28 gauge aliens in it, halfway down the teardrop. Version 2 sitting on the dot box 300 watt LiPo box mod, temperature control box mod, and I got the heat treated version 1 Apocalypse IDA sitting on the Hot Sigs R150. All right, I mean, that heat treated goes very nice with that color box mod, man. Let's vape on them, then we'll discuss them. We're gonna vape on the version 1 first. I got the airflow about halfway. 105 watts. It's showing up as a 0.17 ohm build, and I got James Mucklin 26 gauge aliens in the version 2. You guys know James Mucklin. I got a link in the description to get a pair of his coils, $10 shipped. It's in the description of every video. Showing up as a 0.11 ohm build, 110 watts on the version 2. This RDA is very, very conductive. It's a clamp system. It's different from your Goon. It's different from your Shuriken RDA by Cthulhu Mods. There was another clamping system as well. It's like in between those two. It's like the Goon and it's like the Shuriken RDA kind of mixed into one, but he did it definitely better. What I like about the decks on these, number one, okay, is that the side posts, like I showed you down low, go above the clamps. So when you put your leads in, they ain't going to slide out. Number two, he used nice, thick metal for the clamping system. Now for me, I like to trim my coils first before I slam them in. Just because, I don't know, you don't have to do it that way, but I like my shit symmetrical. I like it looking nice. I like it looking clean. It's a beautiful RDA, man, I must say. These are definitely beautiful RDAs. It is a deep juice well. Now we got the version 2. I got 26 gauge Alien James Mucklin in this one. Like I told you, 110 watts on the dot box, 300 watt. Let's have a vape on this one. Airflow all the way open. It's even got really good flavor wide open. Very surprised at the flavor that I get off of it wide open. I like it closed off just a smidge. The flavor on these RDAs are top notch. A++, no doubt. No fucking doubt on these RDAs, man. Man, really good flavor, really conductive. I don't know what it is, man. It's that clamping system that makes it conductive. It really does. The version 2 is going to have all 24 karat gold plated decks. The version 1 didn't have it. It was just straight stainless steel decks. It's supposed to be compatible with all your Goon drip tips, but not the old school drip tips. Not the, that money dough. These drip tips, these are not compatible with this because it's too thick. It just won't fit. These bad boys here, those are compatible with these. The older versions, at least the one that I have, I can't speak for all of them, but the other one that I have is not compatible. But I really need to mention that because that is a big selling point on these, man. You know, if you have a Goon, you have a bunch of drip tips, you want to get a new RDA, man, you know, you got to go buy new drip tips. With these, you do not have to. Everything on these are definitely interchangeable with each other. The only difference between these two are, one, the drip tip. This one is a little bit taller and a little bit thicker on the version 2, okay? The O-rings on these two. The O-rings on the version 2 are a little bit snugger than the version 1. The version 1 O-rings are a little bit loose. They're loose when you first get it, and then when juice gets on it, it gets a little bit loose. Even more loose. Not saying that they're hugely loose, but they're loose. You know, I could just pop that off kind of easily. But on the version 2, they're a little bit tighter. Even when juice gets on them, they're nice and snug. So I definitely enjoyed the O-rings on the version 2 more than the version 1. Really depends on your style. Heatsink fins on the top. These don't get hot. Chain vaping the shit out of them. They don't get hot. The version 2, they use longer grub screws than the version 1. The version 2 has beveled clamps on the deck. The version 1 did not have beveled clamps on the deck. So when you slide your leads in, this shit's going to open the fuck up for you. The version 1 will not open for you. This opens up crazy amounts. You could get like, I don't know who needs that amount of space, okay? But you can get any build in the world in this RDA. These do work like the Goon, all right, where you can just slam them in and then tighten it down. If you like building on the Goon, you're going to love building on these. These are, I think this system's a little bit better because of those towers on the end to stop it from sliding out. Not that they slid out on the Goon. You know, I'm just saying, okay? I'm just fucking saying. The Goon's great to build on as well. I love the Goon. I have 2 Goons, okay? So I'm not saying that the Goon sucks. I love the Goon, and I love these, but I feel like you don't have to worry about the lead sliding out on these versus the Goon. Beautiful threading, beautiful machining. The Goon, too, like, the Goon had a lot of airflow. It had, like, what, 2mm post holes? So it had about 6mm in airflow on each side, and this one has about 4mm on each side. So it's really airflow's airflow, okay? I love this RDA and I love the Goon, man. You know, I really love both of them. If you got the Goon and you love the Goon, you got to get one of these, dude. Like, I feel flavor-wise, let's just talk about the flavor, man. I feel like the flavor-wise on the Apocalypse RDA is definitely a little bit better than the Goon. I know. I'm saying it, man. The Goon, I love the Goon. It has great effing flavor. But I feel like these, man, it just, you get more notes. It's more of a wide variety of notes that you get in your juice, if that makes sense. Not saying that the Goon doesn't have great flavor. The Goon's got A+ flavor, okay? These got A++ flavor, in my opinion. I love the design, the gas mask, dude. That goes with my logo, my brand. That goes with my brand, guys. I got a fucking gas mask, dude, on my brand. So the heat treated, man. That heat treated with this right here is a gorgeous setup. I mean, gorgeous. And I love the gold as well, man. I love the looks of the Goon. You know, the Goon, you could take out both posts. On this one, you can't. You can throw it in an ultrasonic cleaner and it's clean. It's fine. I don't need to take the post out, but that's an option. That might be a deal breaker to some people. Who knows? I like the airflow system on this one a little bit better than the Goons. You can get more customization with the airflow on the Apocalypse versus the Goon. The Goon, you can have one hole, really like one hole open on each side. This one, you could get it down to a mouth to lung. You could get it down to a smidge. A smidge, bro. I love this RDA. It really depends on, I mean, if you don't got the version 1, go for the version 2. It's just a little bit, it's tweaked a little bit better. The beveled edges on the clamps is a deal breaker to me, man. That makes the shit so much more convenient to build. Like, on this one, you kind of have to, like, try to open it up while you're putting it in. Little bit of pain in the butt. But on this one, you don't have to worry about it. That shit just opens right up, just like the Goon. Plenty of room for your cotton. Plenty of room for your juice. It holds a crap ton of juice, guys. I know this juice like the back of my hand, and I taste every note. I actually get a little bit more of a note that I've never tasted before. It's not like crazy out of this world different, but I notice a little bit more of a brightness of the strawberry. It brings out, it seems like to me it brings out the, either the creaminess a little bit more or the fruits. Maybe it brings out, to me it brings out the fruits a little bit. Like if you got a cereal vape or something, and it brings out like the marshmallow a little bit more, or it brings out like, it just brings just a little bit. It brings out the yogurt, the granola, and a little bit more of the sweetness. It brings out like that creamy baseness to it. It's really crazy. If you already own the version 1, I'm sorry. First of all, I'm very sorry. But don't be too sorry, because these are definitely compatible with each other. So I would get another color of whatever you want, and then you could do matchy-matchy and shit. But the version 2 is definitely worth upgrading if you have the version 1. Just the clamp system, the 24-karat gold-plated deck. I wanted to show you the difference and leave the decision up to you guys. It's really your decision, you know? I just want to give you the information that you need to make your decision. You can find these RDAs at blownoutVapor.com. Link on screen and description. That's where it's sent from. That's where you can find it. They have a bunch of different colors now. That's where I want to get into the colors. So they have the gold one. On the version 2, they have the gold one like I showed you. That's not sold out. It's $99.99. It's $100 for the gold version. They have a black version. It's sold out. That's why I want to bring up other websites. The black version's all black, and then the Apocalypse guy on the front with the gas mask, like my channel's brand. I love that. It's silver, so it looks clean. It looks effing clean. That's $84.99, but it's sold out right now. Then there's a stainless steel version. It's the most inexpensive version. All right, it's just all stainless steel, and that's $79.99. 80 bucks for that one. They have the heat treated. My favorite is that heat treated, man. That thing is fucking beautiful. Okay, that one's $89.99. And it's not sold out right now. It's going to be sold out soon. That's the 4 different colors that he's got. I'm going to let you know the prices of the version 1. The gold version of the version 1 is $75, and it's out of stock. The heat-treated rainbow, which I have here on the version 1, which is this one, is $70, and that's out of stock. The black version is $65, and it's out of stock. And the stainless steel version is $55, and that's out of stock. So all the version 1s are pretty much out of stock. The version 2s are going fast. If you want to snag one, you really need to get on there and snag one. If the one that you're looking for is sold out on blownoutVapor.com's website, definitely go to MohawkVapor.com. That's why I wanted to bring up the e-liquid as well, okay? Because the person that makes and sells this e-liquid also has the Apocalypse version 2 RDA. All right, it's made by Armaggedon Manufacturing. They got them for sale on their website, and it's $85 to $90. It looks like they have the heat-treated. Let's see what they have. They have black and heat-treated stainless steel. Okay? The black one is $90, and the heat-treated stainless steel is $85. I think that heat-treated stainless steel, man, that shit is money. If a mugger stole my book bag, and I was on the train, and these were in it, I would buy them. I really shouldn't have to tell you. Just by telling how this review went, man. These, now, is it a goon killer? It does have a little bit better flavor, okay? I do think it can be a little bit easier to build on, okay? I think you can get more, you have more room in the post holes than the goon, most definitely, okay? The airflow, you got more options on the airflow, and I think I can definitely say it's a goon killer because of those reasons. Because of those reasons. You know, to be a goon killer, it doesn't really have to be substantially better. It's just got to be a little bit better. And I think, I love my goon, guys. Don't get it fucking twisted. I love my goon. But I think that this one does have the goon by a little bit. I still vape my goon. I still love my goon. I always will. But this one is, it's a little better, man. I gotta be honest. It's a little bit better than the goon, but it's a little bit more expensive. I think it's worth every single dollar on this RDA. He did a phenomenal job on everything about this RDA. Like, the version 1 just came out, and he popped out the version 2. He listened to the feedback, he listened to the consumers, and he popped out the version 2 for the feedback. Now, do I have any cons on this? Does the goon have cons? No, not really. I don't really have any cons to this, man. I highly recommend this RDA. If it ain't good, I'm going to fucking tell you straight up. I ain't gaining nothing by telling you it's good and it's not. I'm not gaining shit, so why would I lie about it? That's what I got for you today, squad. I hope you found this video helpful or informative. If you did, leave a like, share, subscribe. Comment down below if you have any additional questions or concerns regarding these products or anything else for that matter. I give you content daily, 1080p, 60 frames per second. Don't waste your fucking bandwidth not being subscribed to this channel. For all you haters out there, make sure you leave a dislike. I don't feel right without that fucking dislike, you troll. Stay juiced up, squad. Smoking is gone. Vaping is on. I'm gonna go vape on these Apocalypse IDAs, baby. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.